grew up in a kibbutz on the border of Gaza Strip. My parents used to take us to pick up oranges from the trees in the wintertime and sweet peas from the field at the springtime, which was my favorite. Once a week, we got a bamba snack from my grandmother and a chocolate bar as well. Who knew at the time about Coca-Cola and all those colorful candies that my kids love so much and are so accessible today on the supermarket's shelf and next to the cashiers? How many kids today know that cucumbers and tomatoes are not growing up in the supermarket shelf? Even though my mother really cared about our nutrition, I still remember spreading tahini instead of butter on our bread. I wasn't fully aware of the nutrition, how nutrition and the food industry can impact our life and our well-being until 2012, when I changed my family diet due to two life-changing experiences. The first one, I watched the movie Blue Gold, talking about the water world battles all over the world, which food industry and corporation are involved. As one UN official stated in the movie, instead of breastfeeding, children in the third world getting Coca-Cola. The second life-changing experience, I heard a lecture by Dr. Uri Meir Tzizik. He is a nutrition expert in Israel. I heard his lecture talking about the negative impact of white flour and sugar from various perspectives: health, social justice, environment, local economy, and much more. From his lecture, I learned that each can of Coca-Cola contains, you know how many teaspoons of sugar? Okay, oh, good, 12, between 10 and 13. Then it hit me. These are my children, Yonatan, Ori, and Ronnie. My oldest is addicted to Coca-Cola, unfortunately. And it's made me think about the nutrition and how their diet is impact their daily life, their behavior in school, their intelligence, how they're growing up. So I went in deep into the subject, and I found out that Coca-Cola in the late 90s, we used to sold and even distribute free of charge can of Coca-Cola all over United States high school. They knew that habits are acquired in these kind of ages. Moreover, in 2010, Coca-Cola teamed up alongside with companies like Walmart to partnership with the First Lady Initiative for Healthier America. What does it mean when the big food companies are sponsoring the First Lady food program? Moreover, lately in Israel, the big food companies dismissed commercial held by the Ministry of Health talking about the bad impact of snacks and beverage. At the same time, I serve as the manager of the environmental department in Ramat Negev. As a colleague of mine, Dr. Ruti Berger, she's working in the clinic of Ramat Negev, approached me to initiate a project about sustainable food. I was looking at sustainable food. What does it mean, sustainable food? I didn't even understand what those two words are doing together. So I did some research, and then I understood the fundamental impact of the food industry on all aspects of life, on our well-being, on the social justice, on the environment, and how kids are growing up and how we are treating other people. So in order to develop that program, we got accepted to Shatil, that it's the new Israeli foundation that working with the Wales program and the European Union, working to get those projects developed. We work 1 year, and we initiated the Sustainable Food Project that working together cooperation with the health clinic and the educational and community department in Ramat Negev, and it's managed by my department, the environmental department. As Dr. Uri Meir Tzizik and Shatil there served as our advisor in this kinds of project. We named the project Choosing Local and Eating Healthy. This is a top-down, unique project among the local counties in Israel. especially in the light of the unique Negev desert. This is my regional council that constitutes 22% out of Israel, which one will be surprised to see the quality and the variety of vegetables and fruit that's growing up in this region. So how does it work? We chose 3 channels. The first one was, of course, education and nutrition change in kindergarten and the daycares and preschools. As we all know that habits acquire in those ages, and you can change them in those ages as well. The second channel was producing a local economy around farmer markets, encouraging local community gardens, and producing our own local product, the farmer product, to our own local kitchens and households. The third channel was around the community, arousing the awareness in the community. Well, we held in a few lectures and all kinds of cooking workshop and more. Before determining a main action, we conducted an intensive survey about the food system and among parents and caregivers in the kindergarten. The food survey shows that the quality and the balancing and the nutrition balance of the food system in our daycare and preschool need to improve dramatically. And we also saw that the parents really were interested in this kind of change. Then we set our target. We carry out a pilot in daycares and preschools, concentrating mainly on the nutrition change, staff training, lectures, arousing the awareness and exposure among kids, parents, and the whole community. Working together with so many stakeholders, bringing a lot of bliss, but it arose some difficulties as well. Changing habits, especially around nutrition and food, involving a lot of emotion and resistance, especially from adults. As the daycare manager at my community told us, it's the one over there on the left, she told us that she's not eating the poultry that she's serving to my kids because of the poor quality of the poultry. She was the first one to go for a meatless Monday, therefore she can afford to purchase a good quality of poultry, and we make sure that she's going to eat it. As I said, one of the main challenges were with the parents, worrying that the kids are not eating well because of the new menu. So we used the collaboration between the department to solve some of those issues. A nutrition expert from the health clinic department held some personal meeting with parents and staff and the kitchen chef as well. And the environmental department and the education department held some discussion with the parents around those issues. We also held some community events, 2 intensive weeks going around. The first one was going around the subject of the white flour and sugar, and the second one was going around the subject of protein. There was a lot of lectures, a lot of cooking workshop, and one of them held at my former mayor house because cooking was his main passion. One of our main challenges is to marketing our own local product of our farmers to our own local kitchens. We couldn't do that because of the marketing prices. We still encourage local farmers marketing, and we encourage local community gardens, and it's still all in a work in progress. As part of the collaboration with Shatil, a financial advisor, which evaluated the project, she came out with astonishing result. We succeeded to save more than 10% from the budget due to the new menu, mainly because we reduced the protein, we reduced a lot of sugar, and some dairy products. This project also won the Ota Negev Prize Award for achieving environmental outstanding. As my vision is that when this model that already served as a model for other local counties in Israel will be adopted by many more. And one day will come and we're all going to eat like Ruti family, so the world will be a better place. And as Mahatma Gandhi said, If you want to see the change in the world, you need to live it. Thank you so much.